Does the United States of America, Americans, actually have a constitution? Fair question. I wanted to look up the oaths of office and the oaths of the military personnel and the enlisted. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign, domestic. They don't do that. They don't do that at all. Our domestic enemies are passing unconstitutional laws, like forcing people to take oaths to Israel, having school employees taking oaths to Israel, having U.S. companies taking oaths to Israel, a terrorist state, a state that has killed U.S. soldiers with impunity, and has stolen technology from the U.S. and sold it to the Chinese, and this is fact. We even published the one from 2013, but it's ongoing. And then this oath goes on to, I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the officers above me. Yada, 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 so help me God. And this so help me God thing is supposedly optional now. But how frightening it is to obey the orders of the president. I'm not just talking about this president. I'm talking about all presidents. This particular president happens to side with terrorists and Zionists, which are terrorists, which he calls friends. And that's the tricky part. I guess that goes to what some people would say is biblical, calling good bad and bad good. But you don't see that these generals or these military step in when so much unconstitutional laws are being passed left and right. Even Trump, denying Trump about protecting the Second Amendment and the First Amendment. And then signs into law bills that strip you of your rights. So the American people really don't have a constitution, and they don't have a military that defends them. Obviously, the orders of the last president, and it looks like this president, is continuing the genocide in the Middle East for the sake of the Jewish terrorist nation. And what happens if the president's orders are unconstitutional? Well, they have to follow them anyways, or get court-martialed. So how ridiculous is this oath? And they say that the military superiors, above the enlisted, swear an oath to the Constitution. But yet they do nothing. They allow things to happen left and right that are unconstitutional. I mean, the Constitution is clear. Pompeo, Bolton, you're openly bribing another country or another country's military to go against its own elected official. And that's unconstitutional. They're not allowed to do that. President Trump has given away land that's not his. It's unconstitutional. I mean, we're so far outside the Constitution. Why don't they just come out and say we don't have a Constitution?